Hey everyone, I am Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we're going to take a look at the ThunderCats Ultimate Mumm-Ra figure from Super7 that was just released. As I'm sure you're aware, ThunderCats are back and the first wave is available, which also includes Lion-O. We reviewed Lion-O last week, so go back and check out that review on YouTube on ToyHypeUSA.com. This wave also includes Panthro and Jackalman that we're also going to check out. So as you can see, Mumm-Ra comes in his brown mailer box. It's the very similar box to what Mattel offered back in 2016. The mailer boxes used to be white, but they changed them to brown because apparently it was cheaper to use the brown over the white for whatever reason. So, and when Super7 started with this, they started with the brown boxes on Masters of the Universe Classics rather than the white. So, as you can see on the brown box, you have the ThunderCats logo right there. You have Mumm-Ra, and you have the Super7 logo on the bottom there. And it specifies these figures are for ages 14 and up. But I've seen kids play with them. So, if you let your kids play with them, just be aware these are adult collectibles and there are small pieces that kids can choke on. So just be aware. And on the back, of course, they have the choking hazard, may contain small parts, adult collectible. They are covering themselves. And they also specify it's not a toy, which is entertaining, definitely. So let's open this up and take a closer look. Alright, so I've taken this out of the mailer box, and the first thing you see is the beautiful packaging that Mumm-Ra comes in. Lion-O had the ThunderCats logo. Mumm-Ra has his symbols with the snakes on the front, which are incredibly done. I can't stress enough just how great overall this packaging looks. It also has the ThunderCats logo, his name below that, Super7, and again, ages 14 and up. The top of the box has the Ultimates logo right there, and the back of the box has the ThunderCats logo right there. And as you can see, the sides are plain, and the bottom, again, it has the choking hazard, the warning label, and this works as a slip cover. You just lift Mumm-Ra up like that, and what you get is a figure that is the same as it was back in 2016. There's new deco, a few new accessories. He also comes with a cloth cape that we're going to check out. But as you can see, it's a really well done figure. No one beats the Horseman when it comes to toy design like this, in my opinion. It's just a very nicely done execution. Again, the packaging looks phenomenal. So what I'm going to do now is take them out of packaging and we're going to take a closer look. But first, you have the Ultimates logo right there on top. And you have some great artwork on the back. It's the same as Lion-O, with the exception that right here it says Mumm-Ra, Mumm-Ra's symbol, and a brief description for Mumm-Ra. I also want to correct myself with Lion-O's packaging. I said something like Snarf was going to be eventually in this line. Maybe he can come with Marmot. I had completely forgotten that Marmot was going to come with Mumm-Ra transformed. I work on so many toy lines talking about it, and it's very hard to keep everything in my head. So I do apologize about that. Marmot is coming out. They also haven't announced Wily Kit and Wily Cat, but maybe Snarf can come in a 3-pack with them, or Snarf could be offered by himself in a separate packaging. I don't know what the plan is, but just know that he is definitely coming at some point. You cannot have a ThunderCats line without Snarf. So I'm going to open this up and let's take a closer look. All right, I wanted to give you guys a quick look at the tray shots. As you can see, Mumm-Ra and all of his accessories are carefully placed in a plastic tray. Everything looks really good in the position-wise. And you see on the bottom here his cloth cape, which I'm gonna show you guys and how it looks with it on. And I'm just very happy to have a cloth cape with Mumm-Ra. That's was definitely on my wish list, and I can't wait to check it out. All right, so I went ahead and took Mumm-Ra out of packaging, and I just wanted to lay out all of his accessories around him, which we're gonna check out momentarily. But there's your look at Mumm-Ra with the fabric cape and all of the accessories. And here is a closer look at Mumm-Ra. As you can see, it's exact the same sculpt as when Mattel released him back in 2016. And the reason why Super7 is offering the all reissues for their first wave is that because that's what Warner Brothers wanted. They wanted them to offer these characters again, giving people a chance to jump on board this line. And that was really one of the restrictions, according to my understanding, how Super7 was able to obtain this line and basically bring it back. So I'm very, very excited to see this line back. And as you can see, Mumm-Ra looks great, just as he did 4 years ago. Again, he is repainted, and I have the 2016 version from Mattel right over here, which I'm going to compare in a moment. But first, I just want to turn him around, giving you guys a closer look at him. And there's the back of the cape. The cape has some really good washes. It's some black washes over there. And let's take a slightly closer look at his head sculpt. Obviously, it's still a great sculpt from 4 years ago. Works very well on him. The horsemen continue to do a great job. And I just want to remove the cape. So the way this comes off is that you just hold the head, you pop that off, and you take out the head like that. Here you have a fully bandaged Mumm-Ra. And just look at that great attention to detail there, the bandages. It's a great figure. They're made of plastic, in case anyone was wondering that didn't already have them. There's a look at the back. And they really did a nice job with the washes on this as well. This is definitely the Mumm-Ra we've been waiting for since the 80s, other than the 2016 version. So there's your look at him without the cape. And here is a comparison between the new version of Mumm-Ra on the left to the 2016 version on the right. Mumm-Ra has a brighter red, and the Mattel version has a darker red. There's also a different color, skin tone, the bandages. Basically, every aspect about this figure is different as far as tones. Super7 really, and the Horsemen went ahead and did their own thing to make them completely unique. And it's hard to pick a favorite between the two, but I'm going to have to go with the Super7 version because of the cloth cape and the bonus accessories. And I just like the darker red better on this one. So let's take a look at all the sides here. You can see the back of the cape. The new one doesn't have as many dark washes from the Mattel version. And there's your look between the two figures. Again, in my opinion, they both look great. But if you're just jumping onto this line now, make sure to pick up the Super 7 version, who's in stock now at some of our sponsors. So if you need them right away, check out where to purchase at the link below on YouTube. And instead of a written portion, we're just doing this video because it's a big time saver. Okay, so the next part of the comparison is the staff that Mumm-Ra comes with. It's also been repainted, and you can see the Super 7 version has almost a metallic finish. It's a much darker black than the Mattel version had a dark gray. The Super 7 is a black that has a bit of a shine to it, and also the red on the staff between the two figures are also different. The red on the Super 7 version is brighter, whereas the red on the horns and the face are a darker red to match the capes. And here's a look at Mumm-Ra holding the staff in both hands. As you can see, you can do that, and it works very well. It's well made once again, and I'm loving the new deco. Alright, so I went ahead and put the cloth cape on him. It looks really good, very nicely done. It has a nicely done wire feature to keep it in pose. The hood fits over his head. And as you can see, I also swapped out the head. That is the head with the open mouth. And he's also holding a staff in the other hand. You can see there. So, as you can see from the cape, his ankles are a little not keeping him up. There we go. So, as you can see, the cape goes in many different directions because of the wire. So that's a really good, really nice feature to have. Again, with the ankles. And on this particular figure, it has a little piece of wire sticking out. I did try to push it back in, but it just doesn't seem to want to go. Overall, so really nicely done. For Mumm-Ra, having a fabric cape like this, it allows him to move about more. It doesn't block the articulation, which is basically what you want in a line like this. So I think they really did a nice job on execution and everything. And let's take a closer look. So the hood fits over his head as shown. It sticks up a little bit like that. It's maybe a little weird the way that it works like that, but it is very nicely done. And of course the head sculpt there, nice big open mouth, an evil look in his face. So I'm definitely loving that. Alright, let's take a look at his accessories. He includes a repaint of the Book of Omens. As you can see, very nice detail there. It's got the ThunderCats logo. Nicely done sculpting there. The pages are also individually sculpted. So they definitely did a good job there. The Thundrenium urn looks really good. Nicely sculpted and painted. I think they really did a good job on this as well. Nice crisp lines. It's got the Mumm-Ra snakes on there. And the bottom is just flat. The Rosencrantz medallion, hope I said that right. That's right here, and that can fit by removing his head. So I think they did a really nice job on there. All right, up next is the Sword of Plundar, which is reissued from 2016, as Mattel had offered this along with their Mumm-Ra release. He also has 2 sets of interchangeable hands, 4 total. Those are 2 of the hands there, and the other 2 he has on. So overall, I think Mumm-Ra is a great figure, a beautiful update to the 2016 version. Loving the new bright red paint, the cloth cape. Pretty much every aspect about this figure is great. I would definitely recommend picking him up. Several of our sponsors have them in stock. So if you're looking for them, check out the toyhypeusa.com, the post with Mumm-Ra, and there's purchase below, and you will see where you can buy. We would greatly appreciate it if you clicked off those links. This way it could be tracked, and it helps support us and our sponsors at the same time. I am Anthony Scott of toyhypeusa.com. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more coverage, and please check out our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, social media links in the description on YouTube or on the upper right-hand side of the website. Under Follow Us, you're going to be looking for the icons. Thank you again, and stay tuned for more coverage.